Hello there YouTube, this is Jesse. As you can see, I have a brand new mat. I actually like it. It's the Majora's Mask. This is a Hieratic Ruler deck profile. I've been trying to get this deck to work consistently. And I've had a lot of different builds with it. This one I feel is the most consistent. So yeah, let's just get into it. For starters, this is a 42 card deck. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, let's start off with their Hieratic Rulers, the Dragon Rulers. Tidal, Blaster, Redox, and Tempest. With Blaster being the best one, and Tidal, in my opinion, has the best art. Well, it's secret. Just because I like water. Anyway, the Hieratic engine is the 3 Tough-Nuts. Sorry about the glare. So yeah, 3 Tough-Nuts, Cyber Dragon of the deck, special summon when your opponent has a monster, and when tributed, special summon a normal dragon type monster from the hand, deck, or graveyard. And then next it will be 3 Hieratic Dragon of the Sea. You contribute said Tough-Nut or a set to special to the field. Tribute a Hieratic from the field or your hand to destroy a spell trap card your opponent controls. Also, when Sue's tributed, use special summon a normal dragon type monster from hand, deck, or graveyard. And then next will be the 3 Hieratic Dragon of sets. If it's like your turn or your first turn, or your opponent didn't do anything their turn, you can normal summon her and then go off with the effects. When tributed, she special summons a normal dragon type monster from hand, deck, and graveyard. And she can also target a normal dragon type monster and copy its level. And all Hieratic monsters on the field become that level. Now, most people don't run a set. I run 2 of them just because I run Star Eater, and then it's an easy way to go into Star Eater, and I love popping my opponent's monsters. So yeah, and so I don't have to go through them during the battle phase. The next will be a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, because Red Eyes is actually pretty BA in this deck, because it's a dragon deck, so gotta have them. Then for normals, I run 2 Labradorite, tuners, and 6s, and then 1 Flame Bell. All tuners. I can run cards of consonants, but I don't feel like it's necessary. So yeah, those are the 3 normals. And then I run Wonder Guard, because during my, if I want to go and make a Trident play, I go into Dragard and Labradorite and go into Trident, which helps out. It is extremely random for that OTK, so yeah. And then for defense, as the last couple of monsters, 2 Swift Scarecrows. Because my opponent goes off and they attack, I Swift Scarecrow. The only reason they go off is because I Big Eye really fast into the deck. With the deck for a specific reason. Now let's move on to spells. First up is a Book of Boon, because it's actually pretty helpful. And then I run, for draw power, 2 Magic Planters. And I will go into why I run Magic Planters instead of Card Car in a moment. And then for back row hates, I run 2 Mystical Space Typhoons. And then I run 2 Dragon Shrines to get my normals and Dragon Rulers out of the deck. And then, of course, 3 Hieratic Seal of Convocation to search out the Hieratics, however people pronounce them. Need this. And then next up are the traps. I tried the traps. 1-dimensional prison, because screw random monsters. 1 Torrential Tribute. 1 Mirror Force. Alright. And then I run 2 Call of the Honda. continuous traps. This is also why I run magic planters, for my continuous traps that are in the deck. I also run 2 fiendish chains. And last but not least, 3 hieratic seal from the ashes. And the main purpose I run magic planters because when ashes is on the field, I'll just magic planter and send my ashes to the grave and draw 2 cards thanks to magic planter. But with the effect of ashes, I special summon a hieratic from the grave. So it's a pretty awesome, neat thing because whenever ashes special summons the hieratic, my opponent will probably waste their trap to stop that monster because it's most likely Sue. So I can start tearing apart the back row, and if they stop Sue, I'll use the Tefnut or a set I have in hand to go off. And that's it for the deck, 42. And then for the extra deck, I have had 14 in it for a long time. But now I finally found something to put in there for 15. I have 1 Black Rose Dragon, 1 Stardust, 1 Crimson Blader. Those are the only 2 8s I run because I find no use for Scrap or a Colossal Fighter, which I still don't see the reason why people run that. To me it's a waste, but it's people's opinions. I would run Spark, but I don't have one. And then in Trident, and then for the last synchro, it's a Star Eater. This synchro lineup is pretty awesome. Gets through a lot of things. And the next up is 1 Constellar Pleiades, because it's the only that rank 5 I run. When I go into Pleiades, I sit on Pleiades for a turn or 2, because, hey, stops my opponent. And then for another Constellar, I run Constellar Ptolemy M7. It is also an amazing card. What I like doing is having M7 and Pleiades on the field at the same time. Use M7 to bounce my things back, and then Pleiades to stop my opponent in his trap, in their tracks. And then I want to run 1 Gauntlet Launcher, which I hardly ever go into, because I run up that. 2 Hieratic Dragon King's Bottom. Honestly, I've gone through duels wishing I've had a 3rd one in here. So I may just take out Gauntlet Launcher completely and put in a 3rd one because it is very helpful. Just because of what I do. And then I have 2 Gaia Dragon Thunder Chargers. Sometimes I go into these with the rulers because I run out of rank 7s. That's all I have to say. I run 1 Draco Sack because I have 1 Draco Sack. It makes me angry because people tell me to put 2, but I'm not paying about $100 for a second one, so if I can get someone to trade me one, or if I pull one, because every once in a while I'll randomly buy a pack, so yeah. And then I run, for the 14th and 15th slot in the extra deck, 2 number 11 Big Eyes. Reason being is because near the beginning of the duel, just random Big Eye. Take my opponent's monster, whatever. Oh, they're like, oh, he has his Big Eye out on the field, okay. Go off, kill Big Eye, attack with all their might, Swift Scarecrow. Cool, my turn. Big Eye. Take their boss monster and just kill him with it. Sylvans, actually, I've beat them because my first turn after they went, I went into Big Eye and took their little mushroom thing. And then he summoned some weird knight and attacked a mushroom. And then just to mess with him, I excavated 5. And then the turn after that, I Big Eyed his other monster. And since he couldn't excavate, because I had his monsters, I ended up just completely destroying him because he couldn't excavate. And then for props, the 2 Draco Sack tokens. Yeah. I had 3 or 4. I want to get Draco Sack Yu-Gi-Oh card tokens that, of course custom. They have the Majora's Mask on it, just because. Or different pieces of the Triforce. because I think that'll be amazing. Anyway, YouTube, let me know what you think about this Heretic Ruler deck down below, because I would love to know. Anything else believe I should most likely tech in, or give me your dislikes about the deck. Greatly appreciate it. And go from there.